This is Red Carpet Fly's News on the Fly, bringing you daily, unique, and interesting entertainment, celebrity, and luxury news. Before we get started, you know what to do. Like, follow, and subscribe to Red Carpet Fly, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single News on the Fly episode. Sunday was the 21st anniversary of 9/11. I was in high school when the two towers fell, and I remember it like it was yesterday. It was a very sad day. I wasn't living in New York at the time, but I had friends who had moved there for college, and I remember trying to call them and check on them and not being able to get through. I remember seeing all the horrific scenes on TV from that day. It is a day that I will never forget. I moved to New York a few years later, and I will always call it home, as the experiences I had in that city following my college years shaped me into the person I am today. Anyway, I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge 9/11 and the lives that were lost and the brave first responders. Let's get into these headlines. So, if you guys were on Instagram this past weekend, you may have seen Ray J going ballistic on Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian with claims that Kris Jenner made 2 reshoots to their sex tape. And he also had receipts of the contracts they signed. This was crazy. I was literally watching this as it played out. So I was just scrolling on Instagram and saw the whole thing unfold. Did anyone see it? Well, his response was in regards to a lie detector test that Kris Jenner took on the Late Late Show with James Corden. I also saw the clip on YouTube, but I didn't think much of it, but apparently Ray J did. Kris Jenner was hooked up to a lie detector machine, and one of the questions that popped up was if she helped Kim release her infamous sex tape. Earlier this year, Ray J sat down for a tell-all where he detailed his claims of how Kim and Kris organized a deal with Vivid after the singer allegedly jokingly told his then girlfriend that they should make a tape. Ray J said he was just joking, but Kim came back later and shared how seriously she was about the idea in hopes of achieving the same level of fame Paris received after her tape leaked. Ray J says he, Kim, and Kris were partners in the deal from the beginning, and he never leaked the tape. Most recently, Ray J supported Kanye West's tirade against Kim and Kris and used it as an opportunity to reiterate his claims against the momager. "You mastermind everything for your family and tried to ruin me at the same time," Ray J wrote under Kanye's since deleted post. Kim and Kris's silence on the claims has only heightened speculation of Ray J telling the truth. So Kris being asked this question would help in shutting down these claims. Of course, she answered no, and the polygraph technician confirmed that she was telling the truth, which set Ray J the F off. I want to tell you the next events right, so let me refer to this Love B. Scott article. So according to Love B. Scott, on Saturday night, the 41-year-old entertainer posted an Instagram video in which he accused Jenner and Kardashian of trying to bury him and make him look like a liar. Ray J has vehemently denied releasing the footage and claimed that Jenner was the one who orchestrated the leak. He states, "I don't know who the F you think this is, but you F'd with the wrong person, period. You done F with the wrong black man," he said in Saturday's video. "I was just going to handle this S legally, right? And just hit you in court and just get what I'm deserved from all of y'all being foul and trying to defame me, trying to make me look bad when you know what's up." He went to say he and his team were preparing to send several receipts involving the scandal. Ray J also slammed CBS for allowing Jenner to make the allegedly bogus lie detector test and claimed its examiner had a history of shady practices. "John Gorgon is a fake. He is not a polygraph examiner. He is quite accurately known as the polygraph parasite," he wrote in a caption. This is the dude Kris Jenner had her take her lie detector test to make me look like a liar. And what's more sad is that the network allowed it to happen. Everyone's getting sued for defamation. I can't wait to show you the truth. A short while later, Ray J posted a 28-minute video in which he made more claims. In the video, Ray J allegedly stated that there were 2 versions of the sex tape. You know, this whole thing is a hot mess. Interestingly, Ray J says that there were a few tapes made and that Kris Jenner picked the sex tape that made her daughter look the best. If this is in fact true, Kris Jenner is the personification of get famous by any means necessary. And Kanye has valid concerns about his daughters and not wanting them to do sex tapes to get famous, if it ever comes to that. Personally, I don't think they will ever have to do sex tapes because they're already famous just from being the kids of famous people, so they don't have to do what Kim did to get on. What do you guys think about this? Are you tired of hearing about this? And do you believe Ray J? People out here do crazy things to get famous. Comment below and let me know your thoughts. So, the live-action Little Mermaid featuring Halle Berry dropped this weekend, and it looks so good. The actual movie doesn't come out until March of 2023, but the excitement is already building. Several celebrities and outlets reposted the trailer, like Rotten Tomatoes, Housewives of Atlanta star and model Cynthia Bailey, and comedian Dion Cole, and many others. And I saw a lot of fan art with the new Ariel and the old Ariel, and that was just so freaking cute. As a millennial, I grew up watching this movie, so you know I'm gonna see it. You know, there was a lot of criticism surrounding this remake because Ariel, played by Halle, is black, but I think she's gonna do an awesome job at playing Ariel. You know, one thing I liked about the new Ariel is that she kept some of her braids in, so it's not so straight and Eurocentric. And I like this because I feel like Disney is considering Halle's ethnicity and everything that comes with that, right? Because Halle and Chloe and Halle usually wear their hair locked. So I like how Disney kind of incorporated that a bit into the new Ariel. I hope they don't tell the same Little Mermaid story though. Like, Disney did so well on Cruella, which was the live action movie of 101 Dalmatians. And it was just so good. It was the story of the 100 Dalmatians told from Cruella's point of view. And I don't think anything was lost from the original one. And they also did a really good job with Mulan. So hopefully this will be some kind of adaptation, because Disney's original audience from this movie has grown up. No lie, Disney has a tall order to fill because the original audience, people my age, want to see an adaptation of Ariel, but not too far off from the original one, right? But Disney is also reintroducing Ariel into a whole new audience. So they have to recreate the fascination and the magic with this new generation while keeping the older generation happy. My hat's off to you, Disney. At any rate, I'm excited to see this movie. Lastly, New York Fashion Week has started last Friday, and usually this time of year I would be in New York to cover the festivities, but I had to miss it this year because I'm in the process of moving. Anyway, a new wave of street style trends is already emerging at New York Fashion Week. According to Fashionista, some early contenders for new it items are long denim skirts for one, paired with knit bra tops and knee-high boots for transitional dressing, or a crop jean jacket for an updated Canadian tuxedo look. Also, eye-searing pink and micro mini skirts have been spotted around town, so that trend doesn't seem to be dying out anytime soon. Let me tell you, the street fashion during New York Fashion Week is just as important as the fashions walking down the runway. I hate that I'm missing Fashion Week this year, especially since last year was kind of a bust. I went to Fashion Week last year, but it was difficult because it was right after being in lockdown due to the pandemic, and it was just hard getting into the shows. Plus, the weather didn't help because it was raining on and off. And usually, I get sick covering Fashion Week because of all the late nights and early mornings, but I didn't want to run myself down too much because COVID was still pretty rampant. It just wasn't good, and I ended up not shooting anything, so it would have been nice to go this year. Anyway, for those of you who are in New York or just keep up with New York Fashion Week, what designer collections are you excited to see? The blondes never disappoint. So I'm excited to see their collection this year, and I'm excited to see what celebrities walk their runway. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. If you'd like to receive text notifications of when I post News on the Fly episodes or my celebrity red carpet interviews, please send a text to 917-502-4379 and say, I want to get fly text. Once subscribed, you will start receiving text messages regarding a News on the Fly episode or celebrity interviews. Also, if you have a business, product, service, YouTube channel, or social media account that you would like for me to promote on my channel, please email redcarpetfly at alexi@redcarpetfly.com to get rates for advertising. We're growing, guys, so you can find this podcast on Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeart Radio podcast platforms. Just search for News on the Fly podcast. Lastly, please like, follow, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel, Red Carpet Fly, and also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Red Carpet Fly. And until tomorrow, always stay fly.